What's going on, everyone? Welcome. And today I want to talk about this whole Ayesha Curry statement that she made some few days back. Now, I don't have a problem with what she said. In fact, I believe that people need to leave her alone. I'll explain why. For those who don't know, Ayesha Curry, who is the wife of NBA star for the Golden State Warriors, Stephen Curry, and she was on a show created by Pinkett-Smith called Red Table Talk. In fact, not only was she on there, but it was a show based around the Curry women, uh, the wives and mothers and sisters of the men like Stephen Curry, Seth Curry, Dale Curry, all that, right? And she was just talking about what it's like to be part of a family as well known as the Currys, right? And then women were going around talking about their experiences. It was like growing up with them, being married to them, their interactions with people, you know, around fans and the likes. And it got to the part where Ayesha Curry, Stephen Curry's wife, was speaking about her experiences, how she had to deal with groupies trying to get at Stephen Curry, knowing he's married and they're not carrying all that stuff. Stuff that happens unfortunately when you're in the realm of sports and entertainment. You tend to get fans and people who want to be around you, and people who want to basically have sex with you, whether it be men groupies with women or women groupies with men. Happens a lot in that particular area. Sports and entertainment happens a lot in that area. And the conversation was going on, and Ayesha, Mrs. Curry, be respectful, Mrs. Curry, spoke about how there were times, and she admitted that this was an insecurity that she had. She admitted that this was an insecurity that she had, that she owned up to, that there were times where she felt as if that she wasn't as desired by men that per se maybe her husband would get when it comes to women. How women would clamor after her husband. She was talking about how, she felt insecure that she didn't get that same type of attention from other men. And I'm paraphrasing, not exact quote, I'm just paraphrasing. And that statement caused a frenzy amongst social media. It caused a frenzy because people were saying, well, if had this been a man saying that they wanted attention from other women and he's married, that'd have been a big problem, right? And I get it. I get it. Yes, I get what they're saying. I get what men are saying because I've seen a lot of men really be up in arms about this. That wait a minute, that here is a married woman saying that there are times that she wants attention from other men, like the way the women will clamor after Steph Curry, that she wouldn't mind if men would try to get at her like that. And a lot of men, went crazy with it. Went crazy on about it because like, wait a minute. If a married man were to say this, if a married man were to make this exact same statement, he would be looked at negatively. He would be looked at crazy. He wouldn't get a chance to really even elaborate. It would have been like, okay, well, you want other women to be all up under you. Does that mean that your wife is insufficient? That's how it would have been taken. That's how men are saying it would have been taken. That it would have been perceived that he thinks his wife is not sufficient enough to keep his full attention. So that's why men are getting on getting on Ayesha Curry about this. And to be honest with you, I get it. I understand exactly what the men are talking about. I get it. But to be fair, this was her being vulnerable and her admitting that this was an insecurity. She recognized that this thought process was an insecurity. That really this was her own ego talking. She admitted this, right? She said that like loving husband, wife, she's a mother, she has her own thing going on. She has her own celebrity, but she admitted that yes, this was an insecurity. This was something that she has thought about and and she decided to be vulnerable and share it. And that right there is where I have a problem with people getting on Ayesha Curry about. Because this is nothing new. This is one of the issues I see when it comes to celebrity. We as people, we as people who are not celebrity, right? We don't have maybe the fortune, we don't have the fame as some of these individuals that we see on TV, right? So we think that because they are so celebrated, hence the word celebrity, they are celebrated, that they don't go through anything like we quote unquote normal people do, right? They have money, they have fame. They don't have to think about insecurity. They don't have to think about jealousy. They don't have to think about, uh, anxiety. We don't see them as human. Once you become a celebrity, you are no longer seen as a regular human being. Like, you don't think about people like they get a nosebleed or a menstrual cycle or they get pregnant or they get sick. We don't, once you become a celebrity, we no longer see you as a normal human being. However, when she makes this statement and we as social media and the general population get up in arms about this, we become hypocrites because isn't that what we've always wanted from our celebrities? For many, many years, way before social media, we've always wanted to know what are these celebrities really like? What do they actually think about? What do they think about when they sleep? Do they have dreams? Do they have nightmares? Like, are these people normal? Are they just like us? Right? Many, many times we thought about, well, like what do they eat? Do they go to McDonald's? Do they have family issues like we do? Do they get in arguments with their spouse or their siblings or whatever? Like, do they do the same things that we normal people do? Right? Do they get jealous because they got so many men and women clamoring after them? Do they ever get jealous? Do they get divorced? Like, what do they do? Like, we don't see them as normal people. So when someone of Ayesha Curry's stature decides to open herself up and be vulnerable and say that she has insecurities, one of them being that she often would like for other men to go after her, like maybe hit her in the DM and all that stuff, then yeah, And we want to know, okay, finally, someone is telling us that yes, I get insecure too. Yes, I want to know that can a wife and a mother of three still get the same attention she did when she was young and when she was younger. Like that's basically what she wanted to know. Does she still got it? Like, is she seen as off limits because she's Steph Curry's wife, or because she's a mother, or is she still seen as very attractive, fine young lady that all the men be looking at, right? That's basically what she wanted to know, and she said it was an insecurity. Now here's the thing: for us as quote unquote normal people to hear her say this and then turn around and chastise her for it is hypocritical. Why? Because all of us, at one point in time, has had that exact same thought. That exact same thought, that exact same ideas. Like, man, can I still, do I still got it? Am I still seen as attractive to the opposite sex other than my spouse? Because let's be honest, the idea that hello, the idea that once you are in a relationship of any kind, that people other than your significant other automatically become unattractive is a lie. Let's just put that out in the front street. Just because you are in a relationship does not mean that someone is not going to find you attractive, or you're not going to say, hey, well, that young lady or that man, they're attractive. Hence the term celebrity crush. A celebrity crush is a person that is a celebrity that you find attractive, but that celebrity isn't your spouse, right? So if that person wasn't a celebrity, would you still find them attractive? So, and also, how are we going to chastise someone for being honest and vulnerable when for many, many years, that's all we ever wanted for our celebrities to do? We always wanted to know the deepest, darkest secrets of celebrities, right? We put them in this high, we put them, us normal people, put them in this high, on this high pedestal, and we look up to them. And we say to ourselves, they're so high up because we put them there, that I wonder, do they ever do normal people stuff? Do they even fart? Do they burp? Do they get a nosebleed? Did they ever get in a fight? Did they ever get in a fist fight before? Huh? Or is their life so perfect and so majestic that they never make a mistake, that they never get insecure, that they never get frightened? We always say we want to know, we want to feel that connection, that human connection with another human being. Insecurity is a human emotion. It's not jealousy and insecurity. It's not a male thing. It's not a female thing. It is a human thing. Men get jealous and insecure. Women get jealous and insecure. It is a human thing, not a gender thing. Okay? So what Ayesha Curry said is the same thing we all said. So if we all thinking these same things, we all had these same thoughts before. I've had them. You've had them. We've all had them before. We all wanted to know if we still got it. If other women or other men still find you attractive. We've all had these thoughts. Let's stop playing around. So for us to really know that, and then hear someone say that's not us, makes us hypocrites. It makes us hypocrites. Really, the individuals who chastise her most likely do the exact same thing. Let's stop fronting. We've always wanted to know, do other people that do celebrities go through the same things that us normal people, we call them celebrities and we call ourselves normal people. We call ourselves normal people and them celebrities. That's what we do. The celebrities don't do that. We do that. So for us to say we want our celebrities to seem normal to us, and then they show us a normal emotion, regardless of how it may look, it is a normal emotion. It is a normal emotion to have. We all have had it. We've all have been there. And for us to hear that and see that, and then turn around and act all high and mighty and chastise someone for speaking on it, that's one thing. The difference between you and Ayesha Curry is that she spoke on it for the world to see. But we've all said it, we've all thought it, we never spoke on it. Which means that we never spoke on it, no one can chastise us like we doing her. Because we never said anything, no one can ever pick us and say, hey, you should be thinking like that. That's wrong for you to think like that. See, if we kept our mouths closed, no one can chastise us. Because we're afraid of getting criticized. She was brave enough to speak on the insecurity that we all have. She just happened to speak on it. And because her name is known, whether it be she's Steph Curry's wife, or because she's famous in her own right. She has her own thing going on. She has her own thing going on by herself as Ayesha Curry, and she's known as Steph Curry's wife. She's in both realms, and she's just brave enough to talk about what we all go through. So because of that, we need to leave her alone about that, because really, it's hypocritical. We all go through it. So let's stop fronting. Let's stop acting all high and mighty and holier than thou, like you or me have never had that thought like Ayesha Curry had. Let's stop fronting. Let's stop fronting. If you ever been in a relationship, or if you ever been out of one, you always want to know, do I still got it? Let's stop fronting. Let's cut it out. Let's cut the BS out. Let's be real and honest and frank about this. We all want to know if you still got it. And then when you find out that you do still got it, you feel better about yourself, don't you? Yeah, you do. Let's just stop fronting. Let's stop fronting and BSing. Whenever we find out that we do still got it, our ego get boosted. So leave her alone, man. She's a human expressing human emotion. All right, peace.